All right, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I finally got a chance to sit down and do the SteelSeries GG application video that I've been wanting to do and kind of go over some of the features, why you would use it, why it's useful, and also why I think more people should be using it. I feel like I feel like a lot of people think that they need to have SteelSeries products to use this, and you don't. So why don't we hop right into it? Let's break it down. Let's show you how to get it, show you what it does, and I'll let you decide if it's something that you could use for your stream because I can't see how this isn't something that you could utilize. So let's check it out. So you might already have this downloaded, which is great. You're one step ahead. If you don't, come over to Google, type in SteelSeries GG, and click on this first link. It's going to bring you to this landing page with a free download for Windows or Mac. Pick which one you need, run this download, and let's get the program opened up. This is what you get. It's going to be an opening homepage. It's going to have a bunch of their products, deals, updates, new features that they add. So some of the stuff that's on here is actually pretty cool. So from time to time, I do go through this and look at this. Like right here, how to use Rapid Tap SteelSeries keyboard feature. If you have that keyboard and want to know how to use that, that's pretty cool that it's just sitting right there for you. Now, we're here right now in this video for the Sonar feature. That's going to be the audio mixer. So once you open this up, you're going to notice that it's pretty cut and dry. It's a basic audio mixer, but that's not what we're here for. We want to come here for streamer mode. That's right, streamer mode. Click on that and see what happens. Now we have 2 tracks that we can edit per track that we're sending out. So now we have the audio mixer, and now we have a mix for our headset and for the broadcast. Let's get it set up by going over here and clicking on that little settings icon. And then for the personal mix, as you can imagine, that's going to be what you hear personally. So this is what you hear and nobody else is going to hear. So you can set these all up according to your volumes, and then you can set up the stream completely separate. So pick your headphones from the drop down, come down to the stream mix. Now the stream mix, as you can imagine, that's going to be the stream mix that the stream can hear. So that's going to allow you to mix the stream separately from your headphones. That's why this is going to be amazing, because now when those pesky people come in and they go, oh, the music's too loud, I can't hear the game, I can't hear your volume, your mic's too low, you've all heard it. Now, what you're going to be able to do is, hey, the game's too loud. You're going to come over to the broadcast for the game, and you're going to go, whoop, and you're going to be able to drag that down, lower the game for them, and you get to keep listening to the game at the volume that you want to listen to it. So make sure you got your mic selected. You got that going. You'll obviously see your mic's going to be moving over here. Make sure you can do that. If you wanted to, you can add it to your personal mix just to listen to make sure that you can hear yourself. It's going to echo. That's just going to let you know that your mic's working, okay? You're going to want to kind of monitor yourself and see how you sound in OBS when you're actually sending it out to your stream, and not so much here. You can do a cool couple features with the mic here, I'll show you in a second, that you can actually do some pre-mixing to your microphone before you send it to OBS, and you can kind of get it sounding pretty good. All right, but the next step that we're going to need to do is get all these into OBS, and how do we even do that? So let's check it out. Once you're in OBS, you're going to see right now, right? If you look down here in the bottom, I have a Sonar chat, a Sonar game, Sonar media, and Sonar mic. As you can see, only one is currently active right now. Because I have them all individually brought in, I can adjust all of them individually right here in OBS. So the other way to do it is to go into settings. Let me show you real quick. So we can go into settings, and now you're going to see this here, and you're going to have your audio. As you can see, I have disabled, 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 because I'm running them all as input and output captures. That's going to be key, is input and output captures. If you wanted to do it the easy way, you're going to come to the mic auxiliary audio, and you're going to find stream. Once you click that, that's going to now give you a global audio that's going to go across all of your scenes. The reason that I don't set mine up like that is because what ends up happening is you end up getting a microphone on every single scene. You end up getting game volume on every single scene. You end up getting your music on every single scene, and your Discord chat on every single scene. So I'm sure you can imagine why that's not good and why you wouldn't want to do that. So I highly recommend taking the time and setting up individual scenes with their own sources so that you can customize your stream and just take it to the next level. Because right now, if I have a starting soon scene, what's going to end up happening is the starting soon scene, all I'm going to really want on there is either my logo, my countdown, and I could put the Sonar media. That's going to allow me to play music while I'm loading up my stream, or sound effects, or whatever you want. Maybe you even want to add your Sonar auxiliary, which is going to allow you to do your browser music, which is going to be like your sound alerts and bits and all that stuff, like the subscription sounds, if you want those to play during your starting soon scene. So you could set up your starting soon scene with just those two tracks so that you don't hear yourself talking. You might be in a Discord chat while you're loading up. You don't want people hearing your chat while you're loading. So it makes it a lot more customizable to go into there and set it up individually. I know this video probably seems like a lot, but I really want you guys to understand why you're doing it so that you can do it later and troubleshoot it so that you don't have to constantly be trying to fix everything. The first thing you want to add, let's add our microphone. So go down to this plus sign right here and just hit that plus sign and you're going to get audio input capture. Okay. The only input capture that you're putting into this right now is your microphone. Think of it this way. Your microphone is going in. Everything else that you're going to be recording is coming out of an application. So like your music is coming out of Spotify. So you're going to capture the output. See where I'm going with this? So now you're going to go into audio output capture to capture your game audio, your auxiliary audio, and your music. But for your microphone, you got to do an input because you're inputting sound into OBS, whereas everything else is coming out. Does that make sense? Maybe a little bit? Follow along. All right, let's get back to it. So input capture, you're going to come down here. I would suggest, oh, I lost it. So input capture, I would suggest, as you can see, naming this Sonar mic so that you know that it's the microphone coming from your Sonar application. You're going to hit OK. And it's going to give you a drop down. Obviously, I'm doubled up right now, so let's turn that off. It's going to give you this option. Don't pick your default microphone, pick the Sonar microphone. Once that's selected, hit OK, and you will see your Sonar mic there. Now, I did accidentally add an input capture, as you can see here, so we're going to remove that. The next thing, we're going to go in and record an output from Spotify or Apple Music. So make sure you're doing the output capture. I cannot make that clear enough because what's going to happen is you're going to go into input capture, you're going to add an input capture, you're going to look for it, and you're going to go, what the heck? Where is this? I cannot find media because you're trying to input a capture and not output a capture. So exit out of that, go into output capture, hit the plus sign, output capture. As you can see right here, you will be able to add them to every scene without going through this whole process again. You're just going to hit add existing and pick one that you've already selected. So for the first time, decide which one you're adding. And I would highly suggest, again, like I said, making sure you know where these are coming from. This is Sonar Media, Sonar Games, Sonar Chat. It's going to make your life easier. Just trust me on this. So come down here, type in Sonar Chat, type in Sonar Game, Media, whichever one you want to do first. Pick it from the drop down. So we're going to come over here and it's going to give you all of your options to capture output. So if you see media, pick your media. If you want to add your game, add game, chat, aux, and those are the ones you're going to want to pick. Don't pick stream and don't pick microphone. You do not want to capture those in the output. You want to capture that on the input, and don't pick stream for anything unless you're setting up one scene and that's all you have. Then, if that's all you got, go for it. You could set it up and you're going to have that on all the time, and you'll have to use the audio mixer all the time to adjust your volumes. So don't set it up like that unless you have to. So let's cancel that. Let's delete that. So That's the easiest way to set this up. I'm going to say it again. Input capture is your microphone. Output capture is everything else you want to bring over from Sonar. Now, let's break down exactly how this works. Now that we set it up like this, you're probably going to have OBS Studios open while you're streaming, right? You're going to have that open, set on the side, maybe on the other monitor. You're not going to have OBS and this and that, and you're not going to have all these programs open up unless you really want to. For me, now this is where it gets cool. Actually, it's been cool the whole time. It just depends if you nerd out on this kind of stuff or not. What's going to happen now is that SteelSeries app is going to allow you to keep your personal mix on that mixer. And now, while you're in OBS Studios, if you just adjust these, they will adjust, but not for me. So I can adjust all my stream. Anything that's in this audio mixer is going to you guys. So right now, if I want to put music on, I can leave the music on for me the way I want to, and then I'll just come over to media and I'll turn the music down for you guys right here in OBS. I don't have to go back to the other mixer. I can set all my volumes in there the way I want them, and then I can adjust everything that you guys complain about right here. That's why I set it up like this, because now I can just adjust these right here in OBS. I don't have to leave and go back to SteelSeries and do all that kind of stuff. It's just right here. I need to adjust the game down a little bit. No problem. I got to bring down the chat just a little bit. No problem. Oh, you guys want to hear a little bit more music? No problem. Now, there's one other thing about this that's super helpful. You might have it maxed out in SteelSeries. So let's look at SteelSeries, right? You have your volume all the way up on all these except for this one. So now they're all the way up. But you go back in OBS. When you're in OBS, they're all the way up. But the volume still isn't loud enough. You say, yo, I cannot get my music loud enough. There's an easy fix for that. I'm going to show you how to do it. Click this 3 button right here. See this 3 button right here? Do you see it? Yeah, right there. See it? Yeah? Okay. Go to filters. You're going to hit that. Now it's going to pop up this window. You should have no filters in here right now. All you're going to do is hit plus, add gain, and then this is additional volume. Now, it's not recommended. Your stuff should already be working, but for whatever reason, if you can't get something loud enough, add a little bit of gain, and then this will be an additional volume button. Maybe put that at like 2, maybe 3, and you'll be able to boost that volume just enough to get over those max limits in case something is just not loud enough for your stream. That's a little secret tip, little tips and tricks here and there. Not going to hurt nobody. But again, that's going to be a tip that saves you one day when you go, man, this thing's just not working. I can't get it loud enough. Boom, add some gain and you're good to go. Now, I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. I feel like everything I gave you guys and everything I explained should be enough for you guys to troubleshoot it, figure out what's going on with it, and really get this dialed in and have a lot of fun with it. I know I didn't cover the aux because I don't have anything set up yet, but you're going to add it and source all the media the same exact way. So let's cover it real quick, right? Before I go, so you guys can't say I didn't do it. Let's say you have a browser source and say you have sound alerts. If sound alert shows up in this, here, let me see. I might not even be showing you guys right now. Am I showing you guys? I put this on the wrong screen, so I'm not monitoring my OBS anymore. All right. So, all right, I am showing you guys. If you have any type of sound alerts, if you have browser sources, you have any type of stuff like that, it's going to show up in apps to be routed. Put it in your auxiliary sounds, and that's going to be able to adjust the sounds for sound alerts and stuff like that. That's really all you're going to use this for. It's basically the same exact capture as media, but just separating it from your other media. So if you have music playing and alerts playing, you can separate the two so that you can adjust them separately. That's all that's going to do. I don't even use it for anything. I don't find a need for it, but sometimes people might have a need for it. Like I said, your stream alerts are too quiet because your music loud and you want to separate them in the aux and turn it up a little bit. You could do that. But other than that, that's how you're going to set up all of the mixers and set it up in OBS. And now, like I said, come in here before your stream, set all your volumes to the way you want to hear them. close it out. It can be closed. It doesn't have to stay open. Close it out, minimize it, do whatever you want to do with it. Once you're back in OBS Studios, you're going to be able to make all of your in-stream adjustments right here in OBS Studios, and it's going to save you a ton of headaches. There's a really simple way to troubleshoot OBS. If those bars are not moving, your stream cannot hear it. Those bars are what you need to pay attention to decide if your stream can hear it. So there's no like, you don't need to check your stream. If that bar is moving like that, it is being put into your stream unless you've messed up your tracks. But don't touch all that stuff because it's already set up the way you need it to be. So don't be picking and prodding different things and different channels and tracks, and just leave it the way it is unless you're setting up something very specific. Like maybe you want music on track 2 so it doesn't get recorded to your VODs. Or you don't want music on track 2 so it doesn't get recorded to your VODs. I think I said the same thing there, but I said one of them wrong, so that happens. Right? Yeah, all right, we're on the same page here. We all make mistakes. Anyway, you can go in your settings and adjust your music, but we could do a separate video on that because I'm getting carried away here. It's getting long. We're getting 15 minutes into the video and I'm getting carried away with this, and I don't want to keep rambling on about it. Now, the only other thing I didn't cover is setting up your microphone. But you're going to have to come back for another video because setting up your microphone, getting your microphone sounding good, that's got to be its own video, right? Right? Of course it is. So enjoy this video, play it back, share it. Let me know. Did I cover everything? Did it make sense? Is it not working? Can you not troubleshoot OBS? Because leave a comment. Let me know. I'll help you out. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, guys.